So we've been through, like anybody else, through many consultants and hearing them talk. So we decided to do a monthly bonus, and it's a team-based bonus. It's delivered on the month after. So for July, it'll be August 15th. The employees all know what our approximately monthly billing on managed services is on a given month. What was the last month, they can pretty much calculate it from there. And they have to attain a sale of 2.5 times the team's salary. So they don't know necessarily each other's salary, but they know the total team's cost per year is, let's say, $300,000. They need to attain a sale of 2.5 times the $300,000 divided by 12 to really see a monthly number.
Right.
We need to go over this number in managed services to be able to attain bonus. So bonus is paid based on individual salary, percentage of the total salary, which basically saying if your salary is 15% of the total salary paid to technical employees, then that's what it is.
Right. Okay.
So everybody knows their percentage. They know the total. They don't know the rest.
Right. Now, is there, as far as the salespeople, I know that that's a question that a lot of partners have. Not only how do they incentivize their technical staff to keep them motivated through the month, but as far as the sales staff, is there a way that you have programs or bonuses set up for them? Is it similar to this type of program?
Sales completely different. Sales, they are based on what they know to be NetActivity's cost. And they have been advised on what would be a good price to sell it at. And whatever they sell it at in between, they get X% of the gross.
Okay.
So, and then it depends upon if it's an yearly contract, that percentage is lesser. If they sign up for 3 years contract, the percentage is higher.
Right.
So, so there are some plans around that as to get them to sign a 3-year deal.
Right, some amplifiers in there.
Yep, absolutely. And then they get also the larger amount they sign, the more money they make because they get percentage of gross.
Right.
So their incentive is to sell it for the highest possible price they can.
Sure.
So.
Sure.
Then again, it's different for IT. Managed services is different for BDR, and that is different for VoIP. So there are different plans out there.
Excellent.
Bonus. So for the net monthly income, the team gets 15% of that.
Okay.
So what sales are included? 100% of managed services, 50% of BDR, which is billed to a client, project consulting billed to a client, gross profit out of voice over IP sales, as we deploy PBXs, whatever we made in gross. Then billable consulting time done by the team. I'm technical too, so sometimes I end up billing, but my billing is not included.
Right, okay.
So it's the team. There's rare occasions anymore that I do billing, but sometimes it does happen. So, but it's the team's billing.
Okay.
Obviously, there are some minuses if they don't behave in a certain manner. Want to make sure that the clients are handled.
Right.
So if a client complains about some ticket or some managed services issue, which was not handled by the team properly, we take that complaint, we discuss it internally. Is that a valid complaint? If that's considered to be a valid complaint, the bonus is reduced by 10% for that month. So it is a major issue. If a ticket's not resolved within 7 days, and everybody, 7 days is a long time. That can be a long-term ticket. We're waiting for the client and so on. If still it's not resolved by 7 days, unless it's typical case where client's gone on vacation, can't do anything about it, it's not our end, we go for 5% reduction. If the ticket's not at least worked on, new ticket came in, it still is new, nobody looked at it, at the end of the day, still left open, no response, nothing, 5%.
Right.
So we want tickets which came in today handled today. Even if they're put into progress, client knows we're going to be back tomorrow 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll be handling this. Some feedback to the client that we are alive.
Right.
You know.
And I think that's important with the team aspect. Again, everybody is trying to, since you have a team aspect, there's no I in team. Everybody needs to make sure that, they're following up, taking a look at those tickets. And again, that's an important part of everybody's business in IT is making sure that those tickets are followed through to completion. So, what needs to actually happen to get them there.
And what happens is, let's say one of the team members out deploying a voice over IP phone system. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously the stress on the team in office is increased mm-hmm. because tickets coming in are the same amount, right. But they need to handle it. But they also know that because of that sale, their bonus is going to increase.
Right.
So their incentive to deal with that ticket is much higher.
Right.
So they are able to pull the load. Then also, they are watchful on their own team as to who's not pulling the weight.
Right.
So they meet once a week and discuss their own internal issues where I'm not there.
Okay.
So, so they can handle things more efficiently themselves.
Right.
So.
And you're not paying just one person to watch over a group. This way, everybody kind of takes care of themselves.
I mean, we still have a team lead, but,
mm-hmm.
it's becoming more and more a team effort to handle this.
Mm-hmm.
This is an Excel sheet. Hopefully you guys can see it.
Yeah, this particular sheet will be sent out to you within 24 hours of this presentation. So you should be able to maximize or full screen this particular view. If you can go ahead and do this, Harry's going to go through this Excel spreadsheet a little bit more in detail. And this basically outlines the program that we've been discussing for the last, 10 or 15 minutes.
Yep. These are basically numbers which are, just put together. These are not NetActivity's numbers. But if you take at the top of the sheet where there is team lead, techs, and if you take their salaries, see some percentage of the total. And if you feed into this sheet what's the sale, the gross sale of the company, they should give you, calculations as to what the costs are for different aspects of it. For example, what should be your benefits cost, for example, right? So what should be your cost of management? What should be an estimated cost of selling it? What should be the cost of general administration? These are basically industry numbers which have been put into the sheet. Obviously you can change the sheet. And ultimately, it'll give you, at 2.5% times the value, the technical staff salary. In this case, the bonus monthly is about $1,000 to the team. Now, if the multiple of the employees in revenue goes to about 3, their in revenue is nearly $2,000 in profit to them, where they get the bonus. Now, one thing to look at here is the Delhi employee is a cost of $2,000 a month to this team, and is not in the bonus team. The Delhi employee does not receive any bonus on it. So, so as this grows, our perspective is to see if more and more work can be handled remotely.
Right.
If that can be done, then this team in Cleveland gets the incentive to get work done from the Delhi office and increase their multiples in revenue base to get large